Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the 2014-15 National Art Honor Society induction ceremony. For those of you whom I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, I'm Lauren Weisberg. I'm the AP Studio Art teacher here at HH and the faculty sponsor for our chapter of the National Art Honor Society. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome and thank the high school administration, central administration, and school board members who attended tonight's ceremony. I would also like to extend a special welcome to the family and friends of this year's NAHS inductees. Tonight, as we honor these students, we also recognize those people who have been there to support them at each step of their journey up to this point. This evening, the students before you will be inducted into a society created by the National Art Education Association for the purpose of acknowledging outstanding artistic scholarship, strong moral character, and community service. By exemplifying these standards, the individual student members of the society promote positive awareness and enthusiasm for art in their school and community. To be invited to join the society, a student must earn an A average in Art Major 1 and at least one other fine art course here at the high school, maintain good academic standing in all courses, and demonstrate strong character, integrity, and a passion for serving their community. So I would like to start by introducing our secretary, Junior Willow Egano, who will begin our ceremony with a description of the elements of art.
Color comes from the sun to all things on the earth. Line is the edge of all things on the earth. Form is the mass of the earth. Texture is the surface of the earth. Space is the void, the emptiness. Balance is equality and harmony. And movement is time and energy passing.
To the best of my ability. Through my talents in art. Help to create a more beautiful world. For myself. For humankind. And for all living things.
Inductees, please remain standing as our treasurer, Senior Melissa Metzger, lights the candles that symbolize the colors of the National Art Honor Society, red, yellow, and blue.
Kelly Colson. Willow Egno. Michelle Garcia. Maddie Gebline. Justin Giordano. Laura Hunter. Abby Killingsworth. Catherine LaSalle. Sarah Myers. Bailey Paul. Cassidy Quattro. Carly Stremy. Lindsay Thompson. Alex Vion. Jamie White. And Dominica Page.
You may now give a round of applause for Induction.
Take of the world, its colors and forms, its lines and textures, its balance and movements and spaces. Combine all these into a beautiful statement of what it is to be human. Give back to the world that same element of beauty and meaning that you, as an artist, take from it. Create beauty and meaning in the world with your talents and your living. Inductees, you may now be seated.
Art to me isn't a hobby, it's a release and a way to express myself. I have always been interested in art, but the passion flourished these past 4 years of high school. This area of the school is like my home here at HH. It's where I'm free to express my views and able to test the way art is viewed. The people in this area are so inspirational, and I'm proud to call them my family. My co-president, Julie, and I am so proud to call her my best friend. No matter how crazy our friendship is, I can't imagine art or even high school without you. My fellow officers and all of AP, I can't express how grateful to have you guys in my life. Without you guys, I wouldn't be the artist I am today. Without their support, friendship, influence, and amazing personalities, the art room wouldn't be the same. Even my 3 art teachers that I've had in the past, Ms. Gallagher, Mr. Cook, and of course Ms. Weisberg, have transformed me into the person I am today, helping me beyond the art world. They guided me to find my voice and have really improved my skills over the past 4 years, and I really couldn't be more grateful. Thank you.
What does art mean to me? Well, my mom has this picture of a spider I drew when I was only a few years old with Julie's first drawing that makes sense written on the back of it. As I grew up, I was always drawing, and if anyone asked me what my favorite subject in school was, I'd immediately respond with art. It has always been a love of mine, but it wasn't until I started high school at Hatboro-Horsham that I knew where art was where I belonged. The gallery became my home, where I met some of the most important people in my life. All of my current best friends I've met through art, my co-president Danielle included. Without Art Major 1, I doubt we'd ever even talk, but I am so grateful that art has brought us together. We've had our pointless fights, cheered each other up when someone would cry, and had countless laughs together. I consider us a family, and Miss Weisberg, who we still call Miss E, is our motherly figure who has aided us through all this craziness and helped us develop into the artists and people we are today. I'm so thankful for the gallery, the art program, and all the friends I made because of them. Thank you.
Okay. It is now my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for this evening, Dr. William Lessa. So Dr. Lessa began his career in education as a teacher at the Keith Valley Middle School in 1973, after receiving his Bachelor of Science in Art Education from Penn State University. During his teaching career, Dr. Lessa earned his master's degree in counseling from the Trenton State College. After 4 years of teaching at both KV and the Hatboro-Horsham High School, he completed his doctoral degree at Penn State University. Dr. Lessa then began a 31-year career in public school administration, most notably serving as the principal of Upper Moreland Middle School and as the superintendent of schools here at Hatboro-Horsham School District. After retiring from public education 4 years ago, Dr. Lessa has enjoyed helping his son Matthew begin a home maintenance and renovation business. He also has a daughter named Catherine who is a jewelry designer and design director in Manhattan. Dr. Lessa has continued sharing his passion for the arts with the community by building a new career at Kathy Davis Studios in Horsham as the Vice President of Operations, where he oversees community relations, human resources, and the startup of a new community art center. When he is not working at Kathy Davis Studios, Dr. Lessa enjoys creating his own artwork, which is displayed here for you to see after the ceremony, and doing volunteer work in the community. Throughout his career, he has inspired countless students, teachers, and administrators, and has contributed a great deal, not only to our school district, but to our fine arts program. So at this time, please welcome Dr. William Lessa.
I've been associated with art departments literally over the last 40 years, and I can tell you without flinching that the work that goes on in this program at Hatboro-Horsham High School under the tutelage of the administration, the teachers in the art department, and the quality of the work from the students is magnificent. It rivals anywhere I've seen in all of my travels. And if I was a family member of these students, I would be immensely proud of their accomplishments. I also know that you don't Kids don't do what they do in a vacuum, so it's the support of their teachers and the love and the support of their parents and their family members that makes all the difference in the world. I'd also like to congratulate the students who have been inducted this evening. It's an accomplishment that I hope feels good tonight, but I guarantee you 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you're going to look back on this evening with probably more pride than you even have this evening. This will get richer in your life as you move on. I don't believe tonight belongs to the guest speaker. It belongs to our students and their families, so I'd like to keep my remarks brief, but there are a couple points that I would like to make. Since retiring, I've had a chance to engage in new activities that have enriched my life even beyond what I did in education. But as I look back on my years, there's 3 passions I've ever had in my lifetime. One is without fail my family. It begins with Linda, goes to my children, Linda's children, our grandchildren, and family makes life full and complete. It is without a doubt the most important thing in my world. Second thing that I've always had a passion for is serving children. My career started in Hatboro-Horsham 41 years ago. You guys think about that. I finally retired from Hatboro-Horsham when I realized that we had children at Hatboro-Horsham High School that I had had their grandparents as students. Just think about that. The oldest students from my world walking around on this planet are now 57 years old. And I'd like to think that they became grandparents way too early, but the reality of it is I just grew old, and that happens to all of us. So the passion I felt for helping kids over a career of 37 years is almost unspeakable. I missed that, but there's other ways to recoup that in a world beyond public education. And the last thing that has been a passion for as long as I can remember is the world of art, whether it's my drawing, my creating, the creating by the people in my world around me, or just enjoying the work of people that I may never meet in my lifetime. But those passions have driven me for as long as I can remember. The work that's up here is, I'm proud of it, but when I compare it to the students in this high school, it pales in comparison, and that's okay. Matter of fact, that's great. That black and white drawing I did when I was in high school. I thought it was hot stuff at the time, and you know, it might have been. But when I look at what goes on out of this high school, it's not the same game. The students in this program, the kids sitting behind me, have surpassed that level. It's a level to be proud of. The drawing all the way to the left is what I call a Hatter's Classic. It's a classic car with a Hatter's license plate. I did that over a series of quiet evenings when I was a superintendent of schools. Those quiet evenings probably was 4 nights spread out over 3 months. But I drew all through my years as a superintendent. It was a great release, great opportunity. And if you get a chance to peek at the photographs later, it's a mural that I did on the front of an old garage at a house we lived in Abington when my kids were little, but we painted the front of the garage to look like it was a little cottage. And if you get close and you take a look at it, you'll see kind of the whimsical nature of the mural on the garages. But I carry that with me. It's a reminder of some wonderful days with my children.
Right, so on behalf of the members of the National Art Honor Society, I'd like to thank you all for joining us this evening. We encourage you to stay for food and refreshments made by students in our Food for Life course, spearheaded by Priscilla Martin, amazing foods teacher over there.
We're always getting compliments about how amazing our art program is and how involved we are and how all of our students here go on to like art schools and just have such good careers in art after high school, and it really prepares us for the real world if we want to be artists.
I agree. I think everyone in the program is incredibly talented and like devoted to the visual arts, and I think it really shows in the execution of our artwork and just the dedication that you see throughout, as you can see here, within our displays. And I really think that our program offers so many incredible opportunities to us that I think other schools do not have.
I've always been involved in the art program, and then when Miss Weisberg asked me to be in it my junior year, I was so excited because I've always looked up to the people that were in it in years before, and I saw how talented they were, and I was so excited to be able to be a part of something really cool within our school.
And I share similar feelings to Daniela, how I always kind of aspired to be similar to the seniors and the older upperclassmen who were so talented, and I always looked up to their artwork, and I just think it's such an incredible opportunity to be able to share our bond for love and have our art be recognized.
There's absolutely no theme for this art show. It's just what anyone can do and everyone's talents, because this is such a versatile community. Like, our school offers so many different types of ways to express ourselves through art, and there's digital, there's paint, there's dry media, wet media, sculpture, anything that you could think of is in this art show, and all of our school gets it all. Like, they cover it all. Like, it's awesome. It's great.